So it is purple haze for days, and definitely I'm glowing right now. This is the first leg of the trip. So I am in Martinique, je suis en Martinique, and I'm very hungry. I've been running on Team No Sleep, so it's time to eat, and I'm enjoying something really yummy from Asta Pizza, so I'll share that with you shortly. But in any case, right now, the adventure and the journey has just begun. So I want to say thank you very much. I'm so grateful to everybody who supported, everybody who donated. You know, things changed last minute, and I became so nervous with the switch of dates and figured I'd not be able to raise these funds, and it just took off by the weekend. So I'm so thankful. I give thanks and I pray so much, thanking God for this happening. But again, without you guys and your support, your belief in me, it would not happen. And let me tell you the next part. There was so many struggles, there was so many hurdles and obstacles that kept coming up, but this still came through. So I also want to say a special thank you to my cousin Nikki and my cousin Jojo, and of course to my landlord, Auntie Anne Marie, and my boss, Linda, and to my aunties, for everybody contributing. Thank you again, guys, for this. Bottom line is, nothing stopped this, not the hurdles, not the obstacles, and that's just a reminder for me for 2019 to take action and make things happen, because that's what I did, and of course without your help it wouldn't happen. So I'm so excited. So again, we're in Martinique, and I'm going to keep you posted every step of the way. So we are going to be purple hazing all throughout, and we're going to represent in Paris. St. Lucia, so here I am. My voice may sound a little bit croaky, but after my chilled day in Martinique and my entire night of Team No Sleep, finally we are boarding, and I cannot wait. In any case, we are one step closer, so here we go. Now that I got my bag in hand, we are actually, I forgot to mention, 5 hours ahead. So it is 10:30 a.m. here in Paris. So bag in hand, time to get a taxi, and we're off to meet our creative director, Mr. Vincent McDoom. Yay! The next adventure is, of course, taking a French taxi, and you speak English. So I have to practice my address. Okay, I think I can wing it, but you know, you just get nervous when you have to do something in real life. So wish me luck, and if you hear I get lost on my taxi or we go somewhere wrong, just know it was my fault. Help. Now, whilst I wait for a taxi, you know, another thing I want to add, it is 9 degrees right now in Paris, and I'm loving it. And you might be thinking, what? But yeah, compared to my trip to Canada in December into January, I can definitely handle the cold weather in Paris versus my home turf, Canada. So anyways, 9 degrees. Well, it's not in the shade, but let's go. I think I see a taxi now. So let it be known, I did get lost, but not because of my fault. I told the taxi this is not the right place, but he insisted and he dropped me off. But thankfully, when you get lost, you make new friends. So say mon ami, nouvelle, Tony?
To me.
All right.
Hi.
So we are here. He has helped me get a new taxi so that we can reach Vincent. So grand merci. So you have to forgive me for only updating now, but I finally did find Vincent, but Yoga was very tired, but we are now enjoying garlic bread.
It's nice, huh? You just opened that restaurant.
So this is our shenanigans, our adventures. I am here. We are very ready, counting down the hours for tomorrow, the big day. And again, it's all about Stop Grossophobia, a major movement in Paris, globally.
Grossophobia means fat phobia, guys.
That's right. So you see me breaking it down. Of course, Vincent is our creative director from the fashion show in 2017. But this is where I'll stop. Tomorrow is going to be the grand unveiling, and we're going to bring you more. We are ready. We're excited.
Yeah,
it is a powerful
and we are
moment.
hungry.
And we're eating garlic bread on the streets of Paris.
It's good now.
Merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Welcome back. Are you ready for some more of this morning? Because I know I'm definitely ready to share this story and experience with you. Speaking of that, right now I have our creative and artistic director, Mr. Vincent McDoom himself, giving you his perspective as to why he did it and, of course, the major purpose behind this movement.
I'm the artistic director on this exhibition that is now being held at the mayor's office in Paris. And I worked with the photographer, the very talented photographer, Emilio Ploubet, who's not here at the moment, and we cannot speak to him because he's in Togo working on another project. But I'm very delighted to be here to present my work and that of Emilio. And all of this was done thanks to a platform which was offered by the French mayor's office in Paris, Mrs. Anne Hidalgo, and her deputy, who is Ellen Vidal. And we are working together on a fashion show that we had already presented in 2017, and I went to Hélène and I proposed to her that the models who were shown at the fashion show were only presented to a happy few, and because they were not presented to the public generally, I thought it was easier to present in an exhibition form, you know, these models to the French public. And the Mayor of Paris accepted the project, and the project is to stop the discrimination against fat phobia, because we have a lot of that in our society today. So we are trying to do is to stop this fat phobia and create awareness around what is going on with fat people in our community. I know what it's like to be discriminated against, because growing up in St. Lucia, I know what it's like to be different and to be told that you're not welcome or you're not like us. I was like that. It was like that all throughout my school days. And coming to France, I realized that people just accepted you for who you were. And with society changing at the moment, and people physically changing, I thought it was necessary that we get to a point where we introduce the public, or we sensitize the public as to what is going on with fat phobia today. Fat phobia is really a problem in our society today, and I felt it was really necessary to sensitize, you know, the public as to what these women are going through and how painful it is for them to be discriminated against. But one of the businesses, or one of the dreams of many people who are suffering with fat phobia, is the problem of getting dressed. So when the Mayor of Paris approached me to work with them, I thought it was honest and it was good to allow these women who are not models but to become models for a day, to understand what it is like to be, you know, on the runways of a big fashion designer. So what I did, I solicited 5 designers from around the world who had never worked before with fat people, and they accepted the challenge. And the challenge, you can now see, for 1 month the exhibition will be exposed on the walls of the Mairie de Paris, on the very famous Rue de Rivoli in Paris. So I'm very honored, and it's a dream come true. And I hope, I wish, you know, St. Lucians could see, you know, what is going on, because that is something that I would like to do in St. Lucia. I am very happy that I solicited a friend of mine, her name is Sheila Mendes, and she accepted to do the fashion show in 2017, and she was one of the models that was chosen for the exhibition by the mayor of Paris. And so she's here with us, you know, and we are very honored. I presented her to some of the political leaders in our society today, and she understands, and I hope in her coming back home with everything she has gathered, she can use this message and send out another message to St. Lucians today.
Excited as we celebrate and officially inaugurate the Stop Gross Phobia exhibition. So behind me you may see some write-ups which I'm going to take you through just now. Vincent is busy doing press, but I'm giving you exclusive access, first viewing of this amazing movement, and just amazing to see this body of work come to life. So here we go. And a good friend of mine, my darling, Jerry.
Hi, Sheila. I'm glad to be here, and I'm so glad you made it to Paris too.
Very, very excited, and this is a very special occasion and a major movement, and I think we here in St. Lucia and the Caribbean need to know. So for you, just explain to us exactly what grossophobia is and what it means to you.
Well, grossophobia is the fact that being a fat woman, you are like, oh God, I don't know the word in English because I'm not an English speaker actually, but people look at you differently, they treat you differently. You're not being treated like a woman, like a person, you're being treated like a fat person, and this is what we don't want. We want to be treated as women, as person, as human beings, and to be given the same rights as the others. We want to go out, we want to be able to do some stuff. I mean, go to the doctors without getting judgment from him, go to work without getting judged because we physically are different from others. We want to do things the way people do their things without being judged. That's it for me. Grossophobia is these people who don't accept the fact that everybody is different.
Great. And you know, a big argument is people say, oh, but you just eat badly, and you know, this is just an excuse because there's so many reasons for persons of generous sizes.
Exactly. Some people eat a lot, that's for sure. Some people don't do sport, that's for sure. But some people have genetic factors. Some people are stressed. Some people are just intolerant to some foods, some nutriments, and they have to identify them to make sure they isolate the factors. So, you know, there are so many reasons why you get fat and why you can't lose weight too.
That's right. So St. Lucia, this is just a little insight to it. We're very proud of what we've achieved. So again, we're saying thank you to Vincent, to Emilio.
Yeah, I just would like to add something. St. Lucia, hi. You know what? In the Caribbean, we don't have so many issues about grossophobia because I was in the Caribbean and women are told to be beautiful, to be plump, to be curvy. The way they are loved. And I would like us Caribbean people to remain the way we are with our own mode of thinking. And I thank very much St. Lucia for sending Vincent and Purple Haze to us. Thank you.
So much love. Yet another beautiful model. Bisous.
Bisous, bisous.
And tell St. Lucia who you are.
Lena, nice to meet you. Insta, girl next door.
Yes.
Comment tu dis underscore K.
Alright, so look out for her, follow her on Instagram. And again, it's called Stop Grossophobia.
Stop grossophobia, yes. We are beautiful women, yes.
That's right. Right now, of course, we're just admiring all the hard work and Vincent. How does it feel?
It just feels, I'm so ecstatic, you know, just to be here, to see it, you know. We are on, you know, the famous Rue de Rivoli in Paris, and to have your work exposed, you know, for an entire month.
And we have some blue shirts in the back, yes!
I know, we have Debbie.
Happy Independence! So you see, so we have everybody here
It's true, happy
represented.
Independence.
And it's really lovely weather today.
And you know what?
Il fait
It's
beau.
Independence Day in St. Lucia, and the inauguration of the exhibition was not just like that. It was chosen especially for Independence Day.
Yeah, so
Happy
this
Independence Day, St.
really
Lucia.
makes a statement. We have
Exactly.
St. Lucians, including our director, modeling. So it shows diversity, it shows inclusion in the industry. And now we need to go find mine. Let's go see if we can find my picture.
Let's try and find it.
As we were still strolling down the street, of course, I had to represent for St. Lucia. So, because I'm wearing my top with a lot of Roro, you don't know already, nice and flat, by Reese's Eclectic Couture. So, you know, I may be gone, but I've not forgotten where I came from.
Tell her you found your photo.
Yes, okay, one second.
You didn't see it?
No, so let me go now.
No,
I did not
you.
see it. Okay, this is exciting. All right. Oh my God, it's me. So this is where I kind of wrap up. Really proud of my work. Happy to be part of this. This is really amazing, and I feel really good about this. So St. Lucia, let me tell you, dreams can come true. Work hard towards anything, but most of all, I want to say it's amazing to be part of something so meaningful, so powerful. And I just heard that we get to go home with this after the exhibition in March. So yay! So on that note, it's gonna be Purple Haze for days. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Special thank you to everybody who donated to my GoFundMe to help me be here to represent for St. Lucia. You know, just share the message, show inclusion, show diversity, and Purple Haze to the world. Bye. So this wraps up our Parisian adventure for today. So now you know exactly why I traveled. And though it was on Independence Day, it still meant a lot to me because I went over there to represent for St. Lucia. So this is a major movement. So I want to keep some key things in mind as we close off today and we get ready to start our morning. Think of being empathetic. Think about all the reasons why persons are putting on weight. So let's try to put ourselves in the other shoe and at least be a little bit more thoughtful. Not to mention, let us champion the cause. Let's stop fat phobia. Let us be part of this movement. We as Caribbean people are very dynamic. We have our own opinions. So let's keep it that way. So with that said, everybody, thank you for being on this adventure with me, and go out there and be the best you that you can be today. I'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m. right here on DBS.